In this episode, Jim and I are going to talk about sales, specifically in car sales, when to mention urgency, when it's important, when it doesn't make sense, and how to treat the customer right. He's actually going to teach you about value selling, price up, value down, value up, price down. People get stuck and they're like, how do I figure this out? Should I lower the price? Jim will talk through the exact strategy you need to think about when you are selling. Tune in. When you're done, leave us a comment and let us know what you learned about selling with value. Thanks so much. We hope you enjoy.
How you can be the greatest salesperson on the planet.
Welcome to the Rethink Sales Show. My name is Derek Kelly. I am joined by Jim Shorkey.
Thank you.
Jim, when you have a deal on the lot and it is truly a deal, how do you create urgency when selling without putting on pressure? We've been talking a lot about putting pressure on the right things, but how do you create urgency of this is really good without putting pressure?
I think it begs the question of what do we have to do to get the client to want the car a whole lot? And the more they want the car, the more they want to get the car. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
So again, it's called value upselling. So if we take the time when the client comes into the dealership to find out what is most important to them and why it is most important to them, would that be a good idea?
Yes.
And then to find out what is next most important to them, and then why it is important to them. And it may be there's 10 things that are really important to them. And so we need to get that list formulated, figure out why it's important to them, each one on the list, and then make our presentation around those important things. Now, if we're doing that from post-qualifying, which should take about 10 minutes, it's like a needs analysis type thing. It should take about 10 minutes to do the analysis and then go to work on the presentation. If we're presenting around that list, at some point, we're going to say to the client, you said you wanted these 10 things. Let's go over them one by one. Did we satisfy number one? Yes. How about number two? Yes. How about number three? I'm a little sketchy at number three. Okay, tell me why, and let's go to work on that. Now, have we got number three worked out? Yes. And we go down the whole list, 4, 5, 6. Make sure we have all 10 covered. If we've done that, have we earned the right to ask the client to buy the car?
Absolutely.
It's in their best interest to buy the car. We've done a good job. We've figured out what they want. They're here to buy a car. We want to sell them a car, and they want to buy a car.
Yeah.
If we've done our job properly, we're going to create so much value that they're going to want to buy the car to the degree that we really don't have to ask them. They just want to get it, right? And we may have to ask them once or twice. We've satisfied all the needs that you have. Is there anything else that maybe we haven't thought about? No? Okay. Then I think based on that, we should go ahead and... Do you enjoy this shopping around for cars stuff?
It depends. Sometimes people are not the nicest. My experience is good with the salespeople. And I want to buy a vehicle. I need to buy a vehicle. Yes.
Thank you for not answering. You're a customer now.
Yep.
And my question is, do you enjoy this shopping around for car experience in general? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. So why are we continuing the shopping around process when I asked you all the right questions? I've satisfied everything you said you wanted. You said there's nothing else you can think of. Is there anything else you can think of?
Nope.
Why do we want to continue the process of looking around when you don't even like it?
Right.
Let's just go ahead and buy the car. And now you have more time to enjoy your new car. That's everything you wanted to do.
That's right.
I think I've earned the right to ask that question. And if you tell me no, I might ask you a couple more times just to try to overcome the scenario. But at some point, I got to say, okay, it's time for us to move along.
Part
and
ways,
you get to leave and go do what you want to do, go spend some time with your wife, whatever that looks like. And then the job from there becomes one of follow-up. And so now I've got to call you up and say, hey, Derek, this is Jim Shorkey. Did I catch you at a bad time, by the way? No, good. Hey, I wanted to give you a call and just see when you want to come get your new car. He said, I'm still thinking about it. Can I ask you, what are you thinking about? I'm not sure about A. Okay, let me get an answer to that for you. If we can resolve A, can we have an agreement today? Yeah, I think you can. Okay, let me go to work on that. Let me see what I can do to resolve A. And I don't even know what A is. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I've done the job the right way, do I have the right to ask the client to buy the car?
Yeah, that's what they came in for, right? They came into the dealership to buy a car.
Do I have the right to ask them to buy the car 3 or 4 or 5 times?
Yeah.
I think so. I'm not going to be a jerk about it, but I think so, yeah. The next day, after I've called them properly, I played my Rocky music, I read a book on making a good sales call, I'm standing up, I'm enthusiastic, I've got my headset, I'm doing the right phone call,
The right process. Yep.
the right process. Do I have the right now on the phone to say, let's go ahead and make an agreement? Do I have that right?
Yes.
And do you think it's going to make the customer mad?
No.
They like me, they like my car, they like my dealership, I've done everything. It's not going to be a problem.
What about the person, Jim, who says, I'm just shopping. I don't know if I'm ready to buy a car today.
Okay. What are you shopping for?
I'm just looking for a new minivan.
Okay. So you're looking for a minivan,
Yeah, but I don't know what I'm going to buy. It could be a couple months. We don't need something right now.
which is fine. That's the neat thing is you do live in America and you have the right to buy or not buy, and you have a right to do it whenever you want to do it. That's all well and good. But my question for you is, we spent some time together today. Do we have a vehicle here that you would like to buy? Okay. You feel like it's hitting all the goals that you have in mind with the new vehicle. So it's satisfying those needs. Okay. What can I do today to make this deal happen and stop the shopping process? You're never going to need a vehicle quite yet. We know that. The fact is that we do have a vehicle that you like.
Yeah.
And you just said 5 minutes ago you hate the shopping experience.
It's true.
So you don't like that.
Right.
But yet you're going to continue. Do you not want to buy a car today because you think that's what you should say to Jim Shorkey today? Or do you not want to buy a car today because Derek Kelly doesn't want to buy a car today? Which one is it?
It's hard. Sometimes it feels easier to say no to the salesperson because you don't want to commit.
It's hard.
Just because it's, if I wait a couple months, maybe I'll find a better price, or maybe I'll find a different trim level, right?
Yeah, and there's always the possibility that you would find a better price. And many times people get the price confused with the deal. Have you ever had the experience of buying something and it turns out that it's the wrong product for you?
Yeah.
How's the price now?
The price is irrelevant.
Okay, we just said that price, no, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Shouldn't we be working on getting the vehicle that is absolutely the best for your wants and needs, and then making the prices right for you to be able to do what you want to do relative to the price? And if we've done that, rather than wait and maybe something else comes along that would appear to be a better price, but it's the wrong vehicle. Have you?
It's a good point. I didn't think about
So that I can make sure I was picking out a vehicle that would best serve your wants and needs. Have we done that?
Yeah, I think I'm just worried about my trade-in. Maybe I'm worried I might not get enough on my trade-in. If I trade in my current vehicle that seems to still work, I don't want to end up.
You're confusing me now. We haven't given you a price on your trading yet. Is that what you're saying?
I didn't mention it. It's on me.
We haven't given you a price of trading.
Right.
Well, why don't we figure out what the trade is worth? Because we're paying top dollar for a nice pre-owned vehicle right now.
Yeah.
So can I have your vehicle appraised and let's give you
Sure.
an offer? And it's going to be a good one. Okay? So let's get the keys and get a little appraisal pad filled out, which we can do. It takes 2 minutes. Would that be okay? Okay. So I found out what's stopping the sale, and I've earned the right to do that because I built the value. And then now we're going to present the trade value and
Talk
see
through
what
that.
happens.
Because that gets into, I think sometimes people are hesitant, and I'm trying to role play as that hesitant person.
I think most people are hesitant. It's called buyer's remorse. Sometimes we get buyer's remorse before we even buy. We haven't even bought yet. We already have
Yep.
buyer's remorse. Oh, geez, did I do the right thing? I said yes too fast, and that means I got ripped off and all. And you know what? If we have the right salesperson, would you say that's important to you?
Somebody that cares about me, I want them to know their stuff as well. If they care about me, but they know nothing about the vehicle I want to purchase.
But if we have the right salesperson, you're getting way too complicated. If we have the right salesperson in terms of the relationship, you like this person, you've developed a relationship.
Right.
If we have the right salesperson in your mind, do you think that's important?
Absolutely.
If we have the right vehicle in your mind, do you think that's important?
Yeah, absolutely.
If you have the right service department, which I took the time to take you on a walk and introduce you to our service manager. Did he show you his service department?
No,
Does he have one?
I don't actually know. I didn't ask.
Mustn't be very proud of it, is he? I'm proud of mine. That's why I took the time to take you through there. And I wanted to introduce you to one of the technicians, did I not? And he wiped his hand off before he shook your hand, didn't he?
Yeah, that's true.
He's the real deal, man. He's the real deal. So I'm proud of this guy.
Yeah, and I guess it's true. I didn't think about, usually when you buy a car, there's several things that are free oil change, those types of things that are definitely helpful in the first several months of owning the vehicle.
Are they free? Are they? You tell me.
Usually, yeah.
You just said that if the car was bad enough, the free didn't matter. If the service is bad enough, free doesn't matter. I'm just repeating what you said.
Yeah.
I asked you. You said. I said, did you ever buy a product that turns out was the wrong product?
Yes.
And I said, how do you feel about the price then? How do you feel about the free oil changes?
Great.
On a product you don't like?
Oh, not on a product I don't like.
Okay, let's go over it again then. You bought a product. You've done this. You bought a product. Turns out it's the wrong product. You don't like it. It doesn't smell right. Doesn't look right. Your wife is on your butt about it every single day. But, they're going to give you 4 oil changes. How do you feel about the oil changes now?
Terrible, because that's terrible.
So, how relevant are the oil changes? Should we focus on the real strong message at hand, which is let's have a great relationship with the person we're dealing with, and let's make sure we're getting the right vehicle and the right level of service after the sale. If we can satisfy those 3 things, the man, the machine, and the service, and yes, of course, we've got to make the price reasonable as well. But people tell me this consistently over the years, I've got a better price down the road. You know what my answer is?
Go down the road.
No, God, no. Why? You don't know me very well. No, absolutely
Jim
not.
would say, here's what you would say. I was just teasing you.
You are teasing me.
You wouldn't say that.
I would never say
what
that.
you would say is that you're not going to find better value and better service.
And that's not what I would say.
Okay, go ahead.
No, you're wrong. You're reading my mind. You better pack a lunch. All you have down the road is a better price, but I have the better deal. And there's a big difference between the price and the deal. And so a couple quick questions about my deal versus their deal. Scale 1 to 10. 10 being perfect. Tell me how you feel about the vehicle we picked out today.
It's a 9 out of 10.
9. Okay. Pretty darn good. I've showed you my service department. What's your gut feeling, your intuition about the level of service that you're going to get at the Jim Shorkey Family Auto Group on a scale of 1 to 10?
He was a quality guy. A high 9 or 10 again.
All right. So let's just say 9. Okay. And me as a person, we've been together for 1.5 now. We've done our thing. How do you feel about buying a car from Jim Shorkey? Scale 1 to 10.
Yeah, it just seems the place you have here is nice. They really take care of you. They're checking in on you. I would say 9 again.
Okay. So we got 3 9s. Now, if you were to take your report card home in 8th grade and you had 3 classes and you got 9s on those 3 classes,
That's an A.
that's high honor. How do you feel about that? Let's do some business. Come on. What are we messing around for? We got the right car. You got down the road's a better price. Okay, that's not the best. You already said that's not necessarily the best deal.
Right.
It could be the worst deal. Oh, yeah, the price is lower. Okay, I'll give you that. But look at all the benefits of doing business with Jim Shorkey and the Jim Shorkey Family Auto Group. We're going to sell value. Okay, we're going to sell value. And we're going to be reasonable on the price. So we're going to be the lowest price in town? No, probably not. Don't want to be. It's not necessary. People tell me price sells cars. No, it doesn't.
So
Value sells.
you focus on the urgency of we need to make this happen. You focus on taking care of the
I might, to a degree, at some point. I might say, hey, there's a certain thing we got to do, or a certain volume we got to hit, or a certain number, whatever the case may be. But no, I'm not going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on creating as much value as I can. So if we look at it from this perspective, this is the price of the car. You with me?
Yes.
This is the value that we've created. Not so good.
Yeah.
This is the value that we've created. If we haven't created enough value, we're down here, we can't lower the price enough. This has to be even or a little higher. Obviously, if we could take the price here, lower it to here, and still increase the value, we got a home run.
That's right.
But the bottom line is the price can be here, and if we do things the right way, the value is going to be so high that it's going to be really come down to why so cheap in the client's mind. And we've all been down the road of the best price, and it's not always the best deal. Sometimes it is, but not always. You've bought it for the lowest price, and it's, oh my God, did I ever mess up here? It could be a watch, it could be jewelry, it could be a car, it could be a house, it could be whatever it may be. The best price is not always the best deal.
That's right.
And the best deal is a very largely involved composite of a whole bunch of stuff. If we maximize all that stuff, then we have a good deal for the client.
Yeah. I forget where I heard this quote. Somebody said, buy it right or buy it twice. It's buy the right thing.
Very expensive. Buy twice is very expensive. So you bought one for 20 grand. That was the highest price. And the second one was 15 grand, but it's wrong. So you got to buy it again. Now you're at 30 grand. Oh, wait, now where's the better deal? You're at 30 grand versus 20. Yeah. I mean, it's so true. We got to buy the right package, so to speak. And I'm telling you, these cheap deals can be very problematic. Not all the time. I'm not implying that. I'm not. Sometimes it really is a better deal. Most times, not. Most times not.
Yeah. Your value of your service department, the way you take care of vehicles, you're certified pre-owned, that kind of stuff really matters.
I had a client call me the other day. I'm retired since 2016, but this lady had my number from a previous relationship. She called me. I said, I'm retired. I'm not involved anymore. But what I will do is I will get my son involved, who is one of the CEOs of the company. I did that. And I also called her back. I can't believe you're calling me back. I said, of course I would. Why wouldn't I? Is everything going okay? You know what? They really took good care of me. We can take a dissatisfied customer, which she was, and turn her into a true preacher of the Jim Strickland Family Auto Group by handling her problem, which we did.
Yeah.
In the right way.
Yeah.
By treating her with courtesy and respect and loving the customer and by getting the right people involved. And we did that. And she's so happy. But we had a bad situation. It was a dissatisfied customer. We didn't do right by her. We're not perfect, but I think a big difference we make is that when there is a problem, we're going to jump up and make it right.
Wow. Jim, thanks for talking through where urgency is important, when to bring it up, when not to bring it up, and really just talking through, hey, we're going to do the right thing to the best of our ability for strategic continuum as best as we can, as often as we can.
Exactly.
We're going to admit that we didn't do a good job.
And we're going to see what we can do
And
to
then
make it
we're
right.
going to fix it.
But at the end of the day, now that you heard that, and assuming that it's true, which it is, now where's the better deal?
With you guys.
It is.
Yeah.
What's about it? When I was working at the dealership and I met a customer, I always gave him my business card. My business card was very unique. It had my picture and my wife, both of us, side by side on the front of the card. We wanted them to know who we were. So if they saw somebody, they would say, oh, that's Jim Shorkey. It had my personal cell phone number. That's why I still get these calls from time to time.
Yeah.
I was at a function the other night, a networking event, and I met this lady. And we're talking, and I said, listen, and we're talking about mentoring, right? What we do here today.
Yeah.
I want to tell you right now, I'm not going to call you. You're going to have to call me. I'll give you my cell phone. She said, I already have it. I said, what? She said, I already have it. She said, you met me, such and such, so-and-so. And I said, okay, what's my cell phone? She gave it to me. I said, you're right. That's my cell phone.
Wow.
You have my cell phone.
Yep.
And if you did have a problem, you could call my cell phone or shoot me a text. That card had my email on it as well. Okay?
Yep.
And so I was very proactive in that regard.
Yeah.
And if there was a problem, I called them right away. I made more friends and more referrals and more repeats and more all that by taking care of the problems than any other activity I did in the dealership. When I'm doing my presentation, I'm going to tell them a few stories like that. And you tell me you're getting that down the road, I don't think so. And you know you're not.
That's customer service.
I had a situation the other day, and I'm leave names out of it. I had very good friends of ours who their children wanted to buy a car. They called me. Now we have a referral. I call my son, Jim. He gets one of our guys involved. I'll leave him out of it. And they sell him a car. And these people are elated. How do you love the customer? Sell them a car. They're elated. They're so happy. And they gave us a really review.
Yeah. That's
And
what
so I
you
called this gentleman, salesman, and I said, I just wanted to thank you for the way you treated my good friends. I said, they are so happy. And they all call me Mr. Shorkey. I have to correct them on that, but anyway, Mr. Shorkey, let me tell you something. I've been in this business for umpteen years. This has never happened to me before. So what do you mean? I've never had a phone call like this before. I said, what else would I do? You did a great job.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful. And I'm not even involved. I said, I really appreciate you taking care of my good friends. They appreciate it. It's a win. But the point is that I made the phone call. Do you see what I'm saying? So you're telling me you got a better price.
Yep.
That's all you have.
Right.
A better price. But you have a better deal here.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah. That's service.
That's
Thank you,
service.
Jim. Thank you guys. And we'll see
Thank you so much.
on the next episode.